Have you experienced divorce in your family? In 2024, the United States divorce rate was around 2.4 divorces per 1,000 people. Approximately 40 to 50% of first marriages ended in divorce, with second marriages having a higher divorce rate. The Australian divorce rate was around 2.3 divorces per 1,000 people. The total number of divorces granted in 2021 during the COVID-19 pandemic was the highest number of divorces recorded since 1976. Increasing divorce rates keep divorce lawyers extremely busy. Today, I will tell you a story about a family law case that revolves around parenting rights and the welfare of children. This is the story of a case that highlights the complexities of family law and the importance of protecting children and ensuring their best interest. You can find additional details of this legal case in the description below. Welcome back to my channel. I'm the Storytellawyer. I'm a lawyer and storyteller. My goal is to show that law is both fun and essential for everyone. Be sure to click like, share and subscribe for more legal stories and updates. This video is meant for educational and entertainment purposes and not intended to provide legal advice of any kind, and Storytellawyer will not be liable for actions taken based on the content. Our story begins with the Kisiel family. Mr. and Miss Kisiel separated when their child was 3 years old. After the separation, the child lived with the mother and spent substantial time with the father until the child turned 5 years old. On one occasion, the father refused to return the 5-year-old child to the mother, prompting a legal battle over interim parenting orders. The mother applied for interim orders, which were granted, directing the father to return the child to her. The primary judge made these orders on an interim basis, meaning the parenting dispute would be finalized at a later time. This added a layer of uncertainty and required careful consideration of immediate risks to the child's safety versus long-term solutions for the child's welfare. For those of you that are not familiar with the legal term, an interim order is a temporary court order issued during the course of legal proceedings, typically used in family law cases, such as those involving child custody. It's designed to address urgent issues that need immediate attention while the main case is still being decided. The key arguments of the mother in this case were: 1. The mother argued that the child was at risk of harm in the father's care and sought orders to protect the child. The mother provided evidence of the father's past behavior, including threats and denigration. Although some of this evidence was somewhat historic, it demonstrated a pattern of concerning behavior. 2. The mother also highlighted recent incidents where the father made threats and displayed aggressive behavior. This included threats that showed an escalating and intimidatory quality. The mother argued that the father's behavior could cause significant emotional and psychological harm to the child. She emphasized the potential long-lasting effects of the father's actions on the child's well-being. The key arguments of the father in this case were: the father expressed concerns about the mother's partner and his potential influence on the child. The father argued that the mother's partner posed a danger to the child and sought to have the child live with him instead. However, he failed to provide concrete evidence to support this claim. Without sufficient evidence, the court had no option but to simply determine that the father's statements are based on intuition rather than substantiated facts. These conflicting claims required the court to carefully evaluate the credibility and evidence presented by both parties. The primary judge found that the father posed a risk of harm to the child due to his behavior and threats. The judge noted the high level of conflict between the parents and the father's inability to restrain his behavior. This included making threats and using information to achieve his goals, either directly or indirectly. The judge emphasized the risk of the father saying or doing something to the child that could cause emotional or psychological harm. The judge found that the chances of such behavior occurring were moderate, but the potential consequences for the child could be devastating. The judge made orders for the child to live with the mother and for the father to have supervised time with the child. The judge also issued injunctions to protect the child and the mother from the father. To reach this decision, the court had to navigate conflicting allegations, procedural challenges, and the need to ensure the child's safety while making interim decisions. The father was not happy with the primary judge's orders. He appealed the interim orders and challenged the decision made by the primary judge. The father argued that the primary judge failed to afford him procedural fairness and erred in the assessment of risk. In here, procedural fairness is a fundamental principle in legal proceedings, ensuring that all parties have a fair opportunity to present their case and respond to any decisions that may affect them. Upholding procedural fairness is essential for maintaining the integrity of the legal system. What did the Court of Appeal find? After careful consideration, the Court of Appeal dismissed the father's appeal, finding that the primary judge acted appropriately and that the orders were necessary to protect the child. This case highlights the importance of protecting children in family law disputes and the role of the court in ensuring their safety. It also underscores the complexities of family law and the need for careful consideration of all factors involved. The complexities involve both parents making serious allegations against each other. The father argued that he was not afforded procedural fairness as the primary judge made decisions based on incomplete evidence and without a full hearing. This procedural complexity added to the challenges in ensuring a fair and just outcome. Let me ask you questions about child welfare and parenting rights. I find a lot of parents are incapable of understanding what is truly best for their children. Do you agree or disagree? Leave comments below. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more insightful stories on legal cases.